Alright, here we are. It's like we hit fast forward and the tractor is almost all the way together since that last video. Engine is put together in, exhaust is done, everything in the back's done. Made a gas tank today. Replaced the old one because the old one's really bad. It's a lot bigger, but it's been patched on probably a dozen times, and it's probably 6 pounds of rust and mouse crap in there, so yeah, that's junk. Got a hitch made. I never did get the hitch for this thing. Got the exhaust out the back. Got the floor plate pretty close to being flat. That is the original floor plate, so I kind of wanted to put it back on there. It wasn't in very good shape, but it's got to go back on. Well, let's see here, moving on up. That's all been done. Air filter, that was a week or two ago. Restored that guy and made that pipe here, because originally that was just a piece of hose that went to the carburetor. So I cut and pasted a bunch of pipe together and made that. A little over the top. See the exhaust in there. Don't ask me why I painted that white, but I had high temp white laying around, so I figured I'll try it, see what happens. So I still need to rebuild the carburetor. Fixed the radiator, so that's good to go. Made a spot to put the temperature gauge in. Got the front wheels painted. I almost had the grill painted, and then I ran out of paint. And it's Sunday. So, yeah, we know what that means. If you didn't notice, I got the rear tires and wheels on. Those were the wheels that came with the Worthington. Not the tires, obviously. The tires I want to put on here are very expensive, and I'm not spending that right now. So I had a set of these truck tires left over from one of my vehicles. Good enough. Maybe one day I'll win the lottery and we'll put the correct tires on here, but until then, this will do just fine. Battery box is made, starter's rebuilt. Like I said, built the gas tank. You gotta do a little bit of work here for the accelerator, but that's pretty much there. That's about it. I mean, it doesn't look like a lot, but it's been taking me forever. The part that takes forever is all the cleaning and sandblasting and, priming and painting, and that's the part that takes forever. And this isn't supposed to be a 100-point restoration. I just want to get it back going again. That's the plan. So this hood, this will be the last thing that I really have to mess with here. This was driven over and crushed, and it was really rusty. So I did have a guy sandblast it for me last year to get the big scale of rust off. So now I just gotta beat it flat and then neutralize the rust and get it to fit. Sort of like the grill. This grill was pretty rough shape. The whole bottom half was rusted off. It was twisted, and then everything was bent in it. So it's taken me about a week of just screwing around with it here and there to get it to look like it is. Straightening these guys here, that is a major pain in the butt. They're close. They're way better than what they were. But definitely not show quality. And for what they want for one of these grills, this is going to be just fine. These wheels aren't in the greatest of shape, but I got tubes. We'll put tubes in them. This is the worst one. The rest of them are pretty decent. I'm not planning on putting 80 pounds of pressure in them, and it's not like it's going to go anywhere. Top speed's only like, I don't know, 14, 20, so we're not going to be cruising around Indianapolis with it. But it's getting there. It is. It's really starting to look cool. I got the hubcaps. I don't know what the heck these guys are doing with these things, but other than they're extremely sticky and gross, they are beat to hell. That's actually one of the better ones. Some of these are just mangled, and they're coated in grease. So I gotta get those cleaned up. See if I can get them to fit back on there. I'm sure they haven't been on this tractor in 50 years, so See if they still go on. And yeah, that's it. So we'll see what happens this upcoming week. Hopefully I get that hood done. I got ordered parts for the carburetor, and I'm still waiting for my parts for the distributor. So I'm getting down there. And a seat. I gotta come up with a seat. It gets bolted right in that big hole there. So we'll see what we come up with. Alright, that's all I got. I don't want to make this too boring. So that's it. That's what we got, the update on the Worthington tractor. It is a Worthington lawnmower. I know people keep calling it a doodle bug and a puddle jumper. It's technically not that. This is store-bought. This isn't some farmer built it. Well, technically, right now some farmer's building it, but I mean, originally it was store-bought. It was Ford parts. Alright, later guys.